So shortly before 8 p.m. tonight, deputies with the Harris County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to a drive-by shooting call in the 10,000 block of Park Lakes Canyon Drive. That's a gated community in northeast Harris County. When deputies arrived, they found a teenage black male laying on the ground with apparent gunshot wounds. EMS paramedics were contacted. They responded to the scene and pronounced that male victim deceased. What we know at this point is that our victim had apparently lived somewhere nearby. He had come over to play basketball in the gated community. There was a crowd of people at that basketball court. At some point, our victim got into a verbal altercation with our suspected shooter, who we now know is a teenager, juvenile. And during that argument, the juvenile shooter shot our victim, killing him here at the scene. What we do know also is that our juvenile victim, we have identified him, him and his parents, and they are cooperating with the investigation. So we're currently interviewing him now as we speak. We are also talking to additional witnesses out here, collecting video, and just trying to, figure out what exactly happened. We don't have an apparent motive at this point. It's not clear, but we do suspect that there may be foul play. Not foul play, but bullying could possibly be, involved in this in terms of what caused this altercation. But that's still under investigation. So once we conclude our investigation, we will be presenting this whole case to the juvenile division, Harris County Juvenile Division, and then we will determine, or they will determine at that point, if charges will be filed in this case.
Sarge, it's my understanding that the deceased was pending trial on crimes. Is that accurate? Do you have any of that information?
We have not received that information yet. What we do know also is that our victim and our suspected shooter possibly do know each other. But in terms of any kind of criminal cases pending against our victim, we hadn't confirmed that.
If anybody has any information about the whereabouts of the suspect or the suspect or anybody related or watching, what would you like to say to them right this time?
Well, we have identified the suspected shooter. He is cooperating with the investigation, and we are interviewing him at this time. We don't suspect that there's anybody else involved in this deal. However, if there's somebody out there that we haven't talked to or may not talk, miss talking to tonight, we'd like for them to contact the Harris County Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit at 713-274-9100 or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS, and that's 8477.